In my humble opinion, the greatest achievement in the history of humankind was when a United States astronaut walked on the moon. On July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first human to walk on the surface of the moon, fulfilling the promise that President John F. Kennedy made to the American public in 1961, although at the time, the technology used to take humans on the 432,662-mile trip to the moon and back was state-of-the-art. By today's standards, the computers used wouldn't even match the processing power of a crappy iPhone 1. Calculations were done manually by human beings, and the computers of the day were about as powerful as a pocket-sized calculator, only they took up the space of entire rooms. The Apollo spacecraft had an onboard computer that used vacuum tubes instead of computer chips. The computer or device you're viewing this on right now probably has about 10,000 times more processing power than the flight computer of Apollo 11. The Saturn V rocket that propelled the Apollo spacecraft is still the single most powerful rocket ever built. No other rocket even comes remotely close. Not a whole lot was known about the conditions on the surface of the moon. For instance, for the first 2 missions to the moon, astronauts were quarantined upon their return to Earth because we were not certain that the moon was absent of life. The quarantine vehicle was an Airstream travel trailer that is currently on display at the Huntsville Space and Rocket Center, here in Alabama. After Apollo 11 there were 5 other missions that successfully landed on and returned from the moon. Moon missions returned over 800 pounds of lunar rock. That helped scientists learn a lot about the geology of the moon. The United States was the only country to successfully send people to and from the moon. The Apollo program ended in 1973 because the government decided it was too expensive. Since then, no human has ever traveled farther into space than a low Earth orbit, but the moon is still out there, orbiting around our planet, alone for now. But perhaps one day, humans will visit there once again.